the highly emotive and contested land ownership, the redistribution and ownership transformation debate is likely to take center stage at the Judicial Service Commission interviews today. The JSC gathering in Sandton this week to conduct interviews to fill vacancies in the Judiciary. Now, on Monday, the JSC interviewed 7 positions, or should I say 7 candidates for the 2 positions that are available at the Constitutional Court. And Newzroom Afrika's Senior Reporter, that's Tumaole Mohlaoli, is there for us. Tumaole, good morning to you. Just looking at newspaper articles today, the commentary there, particularly from organizations such as KSAC, who had gone to court to say the April round of interviews was simply unconstitutional. Well, the description, as I read this morning, is that there was much more decorum this time around, and candidates were allowed to respond to the questions that they were being asked. And so it looks like the mood completely different to what the country saw in April.
Very good morning to you, Goli. Yes, the mood totally different from what the country saw in April. In fact, when you refer to those articles in April, some newspapers and media organizations and commentators referred to the mood there as being almost contentious and very unnecessarily aggressive, particularly when it came to the interviews relating to the female candidates and female judicial practitioners who were being interviewed. Some felt that perhaps there was a bit of unnecessary, even overbearing sexism that was being, meted out to the candidates, many being asked about very personal matters that really had nothing to do with their capabilities or abilities to, do the work and be judicial officers presiding over very important matters in our courts of law. So this mood here are definitely very, very different. And in terms of the engagements as well, we found that they were very cordial, and the candidates were allowed to give their, answers fairly and given the scope to express themselves and answer as they felt fit. However, of course, there were also very, very strict time restrictions, because we have a week whereby these judicial interviews will be conducted, and that goes to basically all the courts, from the apex courts all the way down to the magistrate and regional courts. So there's still a lot of work to be done, and we'll see how those interviews pan. And as I speak to you now, the program is starting here, Goli, so I'll have to throw back to you in the studio.
All right, Tumaole Mohlaoli, thank you very much. Let me remind you that we are going to be dipping into those interviews during the course of the 3 hours that Newsfeed AM will be on air.